Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jonell and I am back with another video. And today I'm going to be telling you guys how to get sponsors for your YouTube channel, Instagram, whatever platform that you prefer. I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to get paid sponsorship for my channel. Hit that bell button so you're notified every single time I post a new video about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, just bossing up, period. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's get into it. So before you do anything, and I'm sure that if you are in this world of content creating, becoming an influencer, if you've done any research at all, you have heard someone tell you to pick a niche. And that is super duper important, okay? Super duper important. Pick a niche for whatever content you're trying to do. So for me, the niche that I started out with was natural hair videos. And not just natural hair, but specifically my type of kinky type 4 high porosity hair. If you're not a hairstylist or have, kinky / curly hair, then you probably have no idea what that means. But I niched my niche. You know what I mean? So most people who watch my videos are looking for how to take care of dry, high porosity, natural hair, kinky natural hair, not just curly hair, not just, hairstyles, but specifically how to take care of and maintain high porosity type 4 kinky hair. Of course, I have other kinds of videos. I have all kinds of videos. I have fashion videos. I have makeup videos. I haven't really done one of those in a long time, but I have that. Hygiene videos. There are other things that I talk about, but my main specific niche as of right now is natural hair, specifically type 4 high porosity natural hair. So that really helped in when it comes to sponsorships. So that's the first thing. Pick a niche, otherwise brands are gonna look at your platform, they're gonna look at your page, your channel, whatever, and they're gonna say, what is she here for? We don't know if we wanna sponsor any of her videos because we don't know what your demographic is. We don't know who you're trying to reach, what your target audience is. We don't know what you're about. So I'm just gonna go over to this girl who does all makeup videos because we're a makeup company and we sell lip gloss or whatever and foundation and eyeshadow. So we're gonna go to her because she does mostly makeup videos that get, a decent amount of views and engagement. So this goes for anybody. It's not just beauty. This goes for if you wanna do tech videos, just in case you happen to be on this side of YouTube, hey, if you're trying to do tech videos, if you're trying to do self-help kind of videos, you have to pick your niche. After you've picked your niche, whether that is beauty, whether it's tech, self-help, lifestyle, whatever that is, you need to start posting reviews. They say you gotta spend money to make money. You gotta spend some money to make the money, okay? I'm sorry, it's bothering me that you guys can just see my mic like that. So, you can probably still see it, but whatever. You want to start posting your own reviews. So purchase some relevant products or product lines and start reviewing them in your videos. So for example, what I did when I first started my channel, I bought a very affordable line of hair products called Maui Moisture. I'm sure you might have seen their brand. They're all over the place. So I had never heard of this brand before, but I saw that there was, a little bit of buzz. So I just decided that I would try it out, and it was very affordable. Like I said, you can get it in Walgreens, your drugstores. You can get it in any one of those places. And the products were, less than $10 a piece. I think they're $6, $7 a piece. So, and I was a college student, that was affordable for me. I bought a couple of their products, just, like a shampoo, a conditioner, a hair mask, and I think that was it. And I did a video, I gave my, honest, unsponsored review about the products. And because it was a relevant line, it was something that people were already kind of talking about, already kind of interested in, it started to get a lot of views because more people were like, Maui Moisture, I wonder how this is working for girls with hair like me. You know what I mean? So girls would type in a Maui Moisture product review, they'll go through the list and be like, oh, she looks like me, she has hair like me, so let me see how she feels about this, So people who can kind of relate to you and kind of feel like you're kind of a mirror of them, will find your review if they're, interested in that product, and they're gonna watch it, and other brands are gonna see, oh, she's talking about this brand and people are watching, people are engaging, so maybe we should send her some of our products to talk about and try out. It's basically to like show brands that you are interested in reviewing brands, you're interested in getting sponsorships, how you present products. You also have to make sure the videos are good. So make sure your production is good, make sure your setup is good, you have good lighting, a decent camera. I mean, smartphones these days have really great cameras. So, get your good camera, get a good setup, have a good format for the video. Don't make it too long, don't make it too short. Make sure that it's a good quality video. And brands will eventually see that and say, oh, she makes good quality content. People are watching, people are engaging, so let's reach out. The next thing you want to do, and this is more so helpful if you already have some sort of engagement, you already have like a small following at least, create a media kit and a rate card. So a media kit is basically just like a file of some sort. It can be a PowerPoint, a keynote, it can be just a regular Word document. You want to make it, nice and cute or whatever. It's just basically some sort of document that shows what your brand is about, like who you are or what your brand is. And it just basically shows like your stats. I'm going to show you guys my media kit, some slides so that you can see what it looks like. You don't have to copy my media kit. It doesn't have to be this extravagant. I got this kind of style format from a friend of mine who is an influencer as well. She showed me her media kit and I just kind of based mine off of like what she showed me from hers, because that's really all I had to go off of. I had no idea what a media kit was before she mentioned it to me. So a media kit should include the following things. So you want to have an about me / bio section that talks about who you are or what your brand is. What do you blog about? What do you talk about? What is your content about? So what is your niche, basically? Where you're from, your age, whatever other information you might want to include, how long you've been doing this. It's up to you. But you want to have those key things like, what is your niche? Who are you, basically? Who are you and why do we care to sponsor any of your content? You want to show who your demographic is and who your audience is. This can be more important than like your follower count or subscriber count. Like that stuff is important or can be important, but a brand wants to know that you're going to reach the audience that is going to get them some sales. Like they want to know why this is going to be worth it. So of course you do want to include your stats. You want to include your follower count or your subscriber count, your engagement, your reach, for all of the platforms that you plan to use. So for me, I use Instagram and YouTube. So in my media kit, as you can see, I have my YouTube stats and my Instagram stats. Okay. And you can find this, you don't have to get anything special. These apps are wonderful. They have their own, like they'll show you your insights. For Instagram, you can just go to your insights, and all I did was screenshot those insights and paste them onto my media kit. Same thing for YouTube. It doesn't have to take years, just screenshot the information that's already there and they'll be able to see, what you're working with. And then you want to also include your rates and what those include. And those are the basic things that you want to have in your media kit. Okay, so you can add some extra things to make it look nice and professional and fancy. A couple of things that I added in mine was some popular posts, like some of my most popular posts, videos, whatnot. I also listed brands that I worked with in the past. Oh, by the way, guys, this media kit is super old. Okay, it needs to be updated. You want to make sure that you're updating your media kit like at least every 6 months if your growth is, what's the word, increasing, whatever the word is. You want to, try to keep it updated. Mine hasn't been updated since I had 30,000 subscribers and I now have 50,000. So it's been a while, but to be honest, I don't use my media kit that often, but it is good to have because sometimes companies do ask for it. So I found out about media kits because a company asked me for my media kit and I was like, what the heck is that? the what? So it just so happened that I talked to my friend at the time, full of like a week or two later, and she was like, yeah, girl, I have a media kit. And I was like, a media kit? Wait, a company just asked me for that, and I had no idea what it was. So tell me about that. So it's good to have just in case, because some companies do ask for a media kit. It is really good, I think, if you're gonna reach out to brands. Now that is not something that I can speak to, because the few times that I did reach out to brands, I never heard anything back. So that's never been successful for me, but it does work for some people. It's really, really good to have a media kit if you're gonna reach out to a brand, just so they have all the information right there for them laid out to see, okay, well, do we wanna sponsor this person? Or what? So it is good to have. A rate card is good to have as well, just because it makes things easier. It just makes things easier. It looks a little bit more professional. It just streamlines the process. So a company will say, hey, we saw your channel or your Instagram page and we'd like to work with you and blah, 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 blah. What are your rates? So then I'll say, hey, thanks for reaching out. I'd love to work with you all. I've attached my rate card to this email for you to check out. If you have any questions, let me know. And you can also let them know whether your prices are negotiable or not. That's completely up to you. And then they'll say, great, thanks for sharing. I'll send this to the company and blah, blah, whatever, or that's great, we'd like to work with you. It all depends on the company at that point. It's just good to have. It makes your life a little bit easier. You don't have to constantly type in or copy and paste like your rates all the time. You can just attach the file to the email and say, hey, here's my card, check it out. So I think those first two are probably some of the most important, but here are some other tips that will help you. And I know it sounds really obvious, but keep posting content. Stay consistent. Okay, I know y'all probably tired of hearing, if you've done your research thus far, you're probably tired of hearing stay consistent, but please stay consistent. Brands want to see that you are posting constantly, that you are consistent, that you're engaging with your audience. They want to see someone who's active. They're not gonna really want to work with someone who posts a video once every 2 months. Like, what's the point in that? Like, your audience is gonna forget about you. So it just looks better for your brand. And it's gonna get you more ad revenue, more views, more engagement, all that stuff. So why wouldn't you want to stay consistent, you know? Another tip is to try to keep your content clean. This will not only help with your ad revenue if you're doing YouTube videos, because they might, demonetize your video for certain topics and, certain words and stuff like that. Try to keep your content clean, unless you're a brand or an influencer that deals with like specific topics that might be kind of taboo, like maybe you're a sex educator or you talk about that stuff, maybe not in like a professional, educational kind of way. You just kind of talk about that stuff, taboo topics, like unless, because you can definitely still get sponsorships like that. I've seen videos like that where people are getting sponsored by adamandeve.com and stuff like that. It's definitely possible, but if you're gonna do something like beauty or tech, try to keep it clean, because those brands are gonna be kind of weary about stuff like that for the most part. If you're like super edgy and like that's your whole brand, taboo topics all the time, then do you, boo. It doesn't have to be like super pristine, like you could play this at church. Like, it doesn't have to be all that. Like, try to keep it like the content that you see on TV, PG-13 at the most. I don't know. Anyways, but do you, whatever. So another thing is that you want to be sure to include your business email in your bio or your video descriptions. Wherever you can, make sure that your business email is visible, that's easy to find. Otherwise, how are these brands gonna contact you, I do not answer DMs from companies typically. So I'll go through and like check, because sometimes they sent me an email that I missed and they're like, hey, we emailed you, blah, 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 do you want to work with us? Sometimes, but like for the most part, I don't answer business DMs for stuff like that. And on YouTube, I don't think there's any other way for them to reach you. So unless they like comment, you just want to make it as easy as possible. Okay, so just put your business email. Try to keep your business email as your business email and nothing else. I have missed out on sponsorships or on opportunities because I started using my business email for like other things, just because it was easier. Like, it was my first like Gmail account, so I have my subscriptions attached to it. I'm getting daily discount deal, like all this clutter, and I have to like go through and like see, okay, did I miss any like important emails? So just keep your business emails separate. It'll make your life a lot easier. So the last thing, and I'm really it depends on the situation with this. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it's a good idea for you to accept a free product for your very first sponsorship. I don't think you should, because it just doesn't send a good message out to these brands, and it kind of messes it up for the influencers that are actually trying to get paid for this stuff. Because a brand will say, hey, we'll give you a free product if you do a full review about it on your channel and blah, 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 blah. You accept it for free, and now the brand is like, well, there's people out here that are gonna do it for free, so like, why would we go to her and pay hundreds of dollars when Sally over here can do it for free? You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, it just creates a culture where like people start to really try to get these things for free out of influencers, because free product is great. I love it, don't get me wrong, but I cannot take my free product and give it to my landlord to pay my rent. Like, we do not live in a barter society, okay? I can't pay my bills with this product, and you're doing work. For them, most of the time when they want you to post these videos, they have certain guidelines they want you to follow. They want you to put this in your description, they want you to put the logo in the corner, and they want you to make sure that you only do this and blah, 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 blah. Like, you're doing work for these people. This shouldn't be free. Product is not payment, okay? Product is not payment. So, sorry guys, I just want to cut in and say this really quickly, but besides all of that, regardless of all the other guidelines that they might want you to follow, you are doing work, okay? You are doing work, you're doing advertisement, you are a commercial, and you bring value just like, you know, putting an ad on Channel 5 would be. So these brands would not go to an advertising agency or to a network and say, hey, we'll give you this product. Can you put this on your TV show for free? Like, no, they're gonna have to pay for that. They have to pay for that, and they have to pay thousands of dollars. For you, you're probably only asking for a couple $100s. If you're a smaller channel, maybe not even $100. If you're a bigger channel, a couple $1,000s. Regardless of whatever the amount is, they're paying less than they would for a slot on Channel 7 News. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are doing work and you deserve to get paid for this work. Okay? Okay. At the very least, what I think you should do is say, hey, I'd be willing to accept this if, you know, you have some sort of affiliate program that I can join. So at least you can try to get some type of commission out of this. I really don't recommend that you do anything for free. My first product review was done for free, and that is because I didn't really know any better, and I kind of let someone talk me into just doing it for free. And what ended up working out, because that company did come back and, you know, pay me for another video later down the line. There was like, hey, and it was a new, very small company. You know, I just agreed to do it, and they said, hey, yeah, if you do this for free, you know, we could potentially work together in the future, and there will be compensation involved, but for right now, would you like to do this video for free? And I agreed to it, but don't do it, guys. Don't do it for free, okay? I was naive, I didn't really know any better. Try to get something out of it besides free products, because again, that don't pay bills, okay? So that's it. Once you start putting in the work, once you start putting out good, clear, clean content, consistently, including products that, you know, whatever products you're using, and making sure to show them clearly in your videos and talk about them. And once you start doing that, the sponsorships will come, okay? They will come. I know in the beginning, it's slow, it's hard, it's a process, okay? It's a process, and unless you happen to like blow up overnight, which if you do, fantastic. How does it feel to be God's favorite? But if you're not one of God's favorites and it is a slow build like it was for me, just be patient, okay? Be patient, the sponsorships will come. You can try your hand out at reaching out to sponsors reaching out to companies to see if they'd like to sponsor you. I don't have any, you know, I can't give you any tips on that because it has never worked for me. That's all the tips that I have for you guys. If you have any other questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you guys. Let me know what other types of videos like these you want to see. If you do, like if you need tips on video ideas, content ideas, channel ideas, like whatever you want to see, please let me know in the comments. Like whatever other questions you have, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to answer those questions or make a whole new video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If it was helpful, please give your girl a thumbs up. That'll really help me out. And follow me on social media. My handle is @JonellSequiraXO. All that information will be in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on my next one.